The French Revolution was not simply the fall of a monarchy. It was the eruption of centuries of anger, hunger, and hope. In the late 18th century, France was a kingdom built on contrasts. Glittering palaces rising above starving streets, aristocrats in silk, drinking wine beneath golden chandeliers, while peasants fought for crumbs of bread. The kingdom was suffocating under debt, while the people's voices grew louder, demanding change. At Versailles, King Louis XVI was a hesitant monarch, struggling between tradition and reform, paralyzed by indecision. His queen, Marie Antoinette, became a symbol of extravagance. Rumors swirled around her, whispers that she cared more for diamonds and dances than the plight of her starving subjects. Whether true or not, the image stuck. The Queen of France as the face of disdain. In taverns and marketplaces, the people seethed. How long, they asked, can this injustice last? The spark came on July 14th, 1789. A mob stormed the Bastille, a fortress prison that symbolized royal tyranny. The assault was chaotic, bloody, desperate, and unforgettable. When the gates fell and the fortress was seized, France changed forever. The Bastille was not just a prison, it was a symbol. Its fall echoed like thunder across Europe. For the first time, the people had broken their chains and declared themselves sovereign. In the streets, a new cry filled the air. Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité. Liberty, equality, brotherhood. But revolution is never simple. As nobles fled in carriages and peasants burned manors, Paris became a furnace of change. The National Assembly was formed, demanding rights and rewriting the very structure of power. The Declaration of the Rights of Man was written, a radical text that declared men free and equal. It was a dream that would inspire revolutions far beyond France. But dreams have shadows. The king and queen tried to escape in secret, only to be captured and humiliated. Soon Louis XVI faced the guillotine. On a cold January morning in 1793, he mounted the scaffold before a silent crowd. The blade fell, and the monarchy was no more. Later that year, Marie Antoinette followed him, her face pale but defiant as the blade claimed her life. The revolution had crossed a point of no return, yet freedom did not come gently. In the power vacuum, Maximilien Robespierre rose, speaking with fire about virtue and justice. But his justice became terror. The guillotine worked tirelessly, cutting down not only nobles, but also former allies, neighbors, and anyone suspected of treason. Fear ruled Paris. In those days, silence was survival, and suspicion was a death sentence. The reign of terror consumed thousands. Revolutionary leaders devoured one another, each falling to the same blade they once commanded. And still, the revolution's flame burned. Ideas cannot be guillotined. The cry for liberty couldn't be silenced. The old world had collapsed, but the new world was not yet born. By 1794, Robespierre himself was captured and executed, his dream of purity destroyed by the very machine he unleashed. The terror ended, but France remained scarred, its streets soaked with both hope and blood. Out of this chaos, a new figure emerged, a young general named Napoleon Bonaparte. He rose not from noble blood, but from talent and ambition. To the weary people, he seemed like salvation, a leader who could bring order after years of chaos. Though the revolution devoured its children, it gave birth to something larger, a France no longer ruled by divine kings, but by the will of the people. The French Revolution was not only a French story, it was a human story. It was about hunger and power, fear and courage, downfall and rebirth. It toppled kings and queens, shattered centuries of privilege, and left behind a legacy of ideals that still shape the modern world. It taught humanity that freedom is not given. It is fought for, suffered for, and sometimes bought with blood. And so, the revolution remains eternal. A reminder that even in the darkest days of terror, the dream of liberty shines too brightly to be extinguished.